Many of us don't notice our own excellence. We take our skills for granted. We downplay the importance of what we can do and how important we are in other people's lives. Oh, it's not talent. It takes practice and hard work. This phrase always gets me. Of course, I'm full on board that consistency beats talent every time. But isn't it a talent of its own that you have managed to cultivate your skills over the span of several years? When you sacrifice instant gratification to master a skill, be it writing, arts, dancing, music, or any other. We say that anyone can do it with hard work, but few are willing to sit down their butts and draw a bunch of lines each day. It's the premise of being humble, but for creators, it's contradictory. Maybe it's because you want to fit in with everyone else. Maybe it's because you're scared that it will not work. Like many of you, I struggled for a long time with self-doubt and the fear of not being good enough. I would compare my work to others and strive for perfection. But it only left me feeling unfulfilled and uninspired. My mind kept bouncing back and forth about what I needed to create, not what I actually wanted. The perception of my art was dictated by how other people seemed to perceive it. Did it get great engagement? Do people love it and comment on it? I love it too. I'm the greatest motherfucking artist in the world. But what if it's in the reverse? No engagement. I'm barely getting 10 to 12 likes. I hate it. I'm the worst artist in the world with no bitches. What's contradictory is that at the time I was surrounded by positive reinforcement from my friends or my family, bombarded by compliments and encouragement to pursue my art and make it professional. It is as though their words didn't register for me, that the opinion of some stranger online was more important to me than the opinion of a trusted friend. Though, I think that makes sense. An online stranger has no stake when looking at my work. That's what I valued the most. When someone with no bias could say that my art is the best. But the truth was that much simpler. I wasn't a fan of myself. I didn't love my own art. Yes, the imposter syndrome. And the solution for me at the time was, although unexpected, were tattoos. As of this video, I have 2 arm sleeves that I've designed myself. That obviously speaks that I'm a big fan of tattoos. And that I wanted, or at the very least, wasn't opposed to having some. But I felt it necessary that I would design them myself. Luckily, at the same time, I realized that my sister is an aspiring tattoo master. I immediately reached out to her with my idea, and we got to work immediately. She is one of the few artists that are adamant about using their own designs, but in my case, she made an exception. I didn't pay a lot of significance to it. It was a rush-made decision, as in, oh look, an opportunity to get a tattoo, let's get it. And no, don't ask, I don't regret it. But as I look back at it and my freshly made right sleeve, I believe that, in a way, this was a way of me accepting my own art. I have this quirk that I bounce back and forth between my several styles, which of course depends on my mood. I can switch from a painterly look to this weird mix of graphic linear style back and forth. So the decision to permanently ingrain something into my skin must have been a big step for my subconscious. It wasn't until I started making tattoo designs for others that I began to understand the importance of embracing my own unique style. Well, styles. And most of all, letting go of the need to be perfect. Perfection is the enemy of excellence. The tattoo is a very personal and intimate art form. You're not only creating something beautiful to wear on the skin forever, but you're also creating something that holds a special meaning for that person. And that's when it hit me. My art doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be meaningful and true to myself or to my client. It didn't fully register to me until I started getting commissioned by several people to do some tattoo designs for them. And when I saw them wearing my designs proudly in photos, something clicked in me. It made me realize that strangers are appreciative of my work. It was then that I understood the power and the impact that my art has on other people's lives. Nothing speaks more that your art is amazing when people are ready to have it permanently etched on their skin. To this day, I am still learning, but I'm starting to trust my own vision and let my style evolve with me and not constrain it with cages and stay in one place. I stopped comparing myself to others and started focusing on my own growth and development as an artist. As a result, I found myself enjoying my art more than ever before. So, my advice to all of you is to let go of the need for perfection and embrace your own unique style. Remember, excellence is about progress, not perfection. Loving your art starts with loving yourself. Give yourself permission to make mistakes and trust the process. And most importantly, don't be afraid to let your style evolve alongside you. You don't need to go to such extremes as me and make tattoo designs for yourself. But if you have been entertaining this idea, trust me, it's so much fun. But you can also do it in less extreme ways. First and foremost, the process of creating art is just as important as the finished product. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, try to enjoy and appreciate each step of the way. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What new techniques can I try? And how can I make this even better? Shift your perspective on the process. When you do so, you'll start to see the beauty and value in each piece, even the ones that don't turn the way you wanted. Second, it's crucial to let go of the need for perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress and true artistic expression. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for excellence. Excellence is about progress, not perfection. I touched this more in depth in one of my previous videos about preventing burnout. But to give a quick recap, try experimenting with your art. Experimenting can help you break out of your comfort zone and discover new ways of expressing yourself. For example, if you're a painter, try sculpting. If you are a photographer, try drawing. The more you experiment, the more you'll understand that there is no such thing as perfect piece of art. And most of all of your experiences add up in the long run. If, let's say, a digital artist will do sketches on paper for 1 week, it doesn't mean that their digital art skills will disappear for good. Instead, all that accumulated experience will help them with their main way of doing art. Third, it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people who inspire you. Join a community of like-minded individuals who will support and encourage you. The more you surround yourself with other artists, the more you'll see that everyone goes through the same struggles and doubts. This can help you feel less alone and more motivated to continue creating. And finally, it's important to remember that art is a personal journey. It's up to you to decide what success means to you. Success is not about how many likes or followers you have. It's about how you feel about your art. So, my question to you is, are you ready to fall in love with your art and be appreciative of your own creations? It all starts with shifting your focus to the process, letting go of perfection, stepping outside of your comfort zone, surrounding yourself with inspiration, and redefining success on your own terms. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Trust the process, and most importantly, don't compare yourself to others. Embrace your unique style and let it evolve alongside you. If you have found this helpful, leave a comment and consider liking and subscribing. Pick up the pen and start drawing. Bye!